welcome to my final discussion post for week 5. When I think about the universe next door, one of the biggest things that stands out to me is how much our worldview informs everything that we do. And at the end of the day, we all have a unique one. And even those individuals who believe that they don't have a worldview, um, this class has made me realize that everyone does. And worldview isn't something abstract, but it is, something much deeper than that. So it is kind of like the guiding compass that answers life's biggest questions, like what is ultimately real, what it means to be human, and how we know what's true. That was a big one for me. And how we decide what's right and what's wrong. And what really impacted me was realizing that those different beliefs, they quietly influence how we interpret suffering, justice, and purpose. It made me more aware of my own assumptions and challenged me to ask whether they're actually consistent and coherent. Like, do they hold up? And do they explain the world as it really is? That was uncomfortable, but it was also really valuable and something that I take to heart. Um, One major takeaway from this class is that ideas, um, they have consequences, and what we believe doesn't stay in our heads. So it shapes culture and politics, relationships, and how we treat one another. I become more aware of how things like consumerism and individualism aren't just societal or cultural trends. They're rooted in deeper beliefs about truth and identity and fulfillment. Um, and this helped me see that if we want to understand society, then we have to understand the worldview underneath it. And I feel like this class helped me piece that together. Um, Lastly, I wanted to touch on um, the importance of engaging with other perspectives thoughtfully instead of dismissing them. So I've always been someone to be more open-minded and like open to different ideas, but there's also another side of myself that can find it really difficult to see the gray area. And so I believe that this class and being able to have an open discussion each week with our cohort was valuable, because you challenged my ideas and I was able to push back gently as well. And I just love that. And that's where a lot of my learning in this class happened. Um, I appreciated seeing how differently our cohort processes the same concepts. That reminded me that worldview isn't just philosophy, but it's lived experience. So I love that aspect of the class. This class stretched me. It made me think more critically, and it made me listen more carefully. And those are two things that I value as a future counselor. And I know that in the future, I think that awareness is something that I'll carry with me. And I just thank you all.